Yeah, sure. game week 2 of our Rivers Skirmish Pro League. You saw what happened in the first game week. This is the second game week, proudly brought to you by 43 Esports. Right now, we have our guys Imzaz and Shags on commentary duties, and before you know it, the players will be on the desk battling it for glory. My name is Khan, and I'll bring you today every highlight, every ooze and ah of the game week. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Rspl, and today commences week 2, and I'm here in the comment country with my guy Himsas. Himsas, how you doing?
I'm good, really excited to be here once again. A very, very fun field experience last time out, and I hope this week, match week, produces the same.
Well, yes, my name is Shaq, and here in the commentary country, we will be bringing you technical analysis and live commentary on the fixtures for today. Now, in a few moments, we will be having the matches for today, week 2. Yes, week 1 just ended, that was last week, and we had 2 match days, match day 1 and match day 2. If you're tuned in, be prepared like you are in for serious action. I mean, what are you anticipating for in this week 2?
Yeah, the usual, lots of goals, lots of fun fixtures, lots of fun matches. Because like last match week, it was really interesting, and I expect this match week to be even better because there are a lot of tougher fixtures, in my opinion. So that's what I'm expecting in this match week.
Just before we do that, I would have liked to see the leaderboard. How is it shaping out for you in your head? Do you think it is what it is right now? Like you actually foresaw this being what it is? I mean, the first top three, Doom, Dorado, and Dexter, taking all 6 points and sitting pretty up there in the first 3 positions. I mean, just look at that. And the other side of the table, the relegation zones, we can see Venom and Controller and Fonzi are the only 3 players without points so far. Can you say anything about these guys? I mean, the relegated guys
Okay.
for Fonzi, Venom, and Controller.
Like I didn't expect, especially Venom and Controller, to be that low on the table so far. But as for the top three, yeah, you could say you expected something like that. It's shaping out to be, yeah, between Doom, Eldorado, and Dexter. But for the bottom three, I didn't really expect it. I didn't expect Venom and Controller to be that low. But well, it's only 2 games played, and it can still take another shape before the end of the RSPL.
Yes, we've got the whole of April to have lots of actions on our screens. And yes, I just want to speak a little bit about El Dorado. Yeah, he won Player of the Week. Congratulations to him. He is voted, or he was voted the best player of match week 1. The fixtures of match day 3, week 2. We have Machala versus Fonzi, Venom taking on Controller, and Dexter will be looking to add another 3 points to his tally against Richie. Chisco Fingers will take on PJ, and Doom versus El Dorado. I mean, that last match is something, honestly, because these two guys are literally in the first and the second position, and I'm wondering what this match entails for us, honestly.
Well, the Doom versus Dorado, that's the most anticipated match for this match today. I'm very sure of that. And like you said, first and second, 2 guys who are yet to lose a game so far in the RSPL. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You can't really say who you think is going to win because these are 2 powerhouses, and it's you know the way the both guys play. You know what they're capable of. So what I know is it's going to be a fun field experience.
Well, in the last week, or week 1, you could see Doom was in. I don't know. I think the best players for me were either it was supposed to be between Doom and El Dorado, but El Dorado got it. Doom was, I mean, fantastic in match day 2. Besting Richie there by 8 goals to nothing. I mean, that's literally the highest score line we have seen yet in the RSPL. So this match promises to contain a whole lot of drama and a whole lot of action. I mean, exciting gameplay for these two. But first off, our first match for today, match day 3, week 2, the first match to begin this beautiful weekend in the Rspl is Machala versus Fonzi. Speaking about Machala, I remember he got the late winner in his I think his last match in match day 2. He got that late winner against Chisco Fingers. Yes, that late winner, that late goal. I mean, that match had it all. He had attacks, he had drama, and finally he had that late minute drama, which won Machala his first 3 points in the Rspl. You think he'll be looking to build up upon that? I mean, the momentum he's having now, having won that last match, must be, very, very immense on him.
Yeah, I think Machala has now picked form. He's gotten what it takes now because after the first game against Dexter, in which he lost marginally, the next game against Chisco Fingers, nobody expected it to be that close, but it was actually close and he really a last minute winner. So I feel he's finally back on track and would like to continue his winning streak with Fonzi today.
Well, let's talk about Fonzi for a bit. Fonzi has lost 2 games. Wow, 2 games, and you can see it's not like he doesn't play well. He's got 4 goals scored and 7 goals conceded. Do you think Fonzi would be serious matchup for Machala today? Do you think he's going to give him a run for his money today?
Yeah, I see this game as a very, very close game. Like you could see the stats on your screen. Fonzi slightly has a better attack than Machala, but when it comes to defending, Machala has a better defense. So I feel it evens it out. And Fonzi having the better attack and Machala having the better defense. So it should be a really, really tight game for both players. And like you said, Fonzi on a losing streak, he wants to get into the charts like we usually say, and what better way to do it than now? Well, like you said, as for Machala, he's one game. This is his third game. He's already won one out of his other 2 games, and with a player of his quality, you know that he's not someone that wants to give up. He's someone who is always grinding hard to be better. And now he's always on the talking side too. No one really knows what he said behind closed doors or whatever. Or I'm sure that he really wants to back up whatever he said so far, and that's why I feel it's going to be a really, really tight game for both
Well,
players.
yes, Machala versus Fonzi will be up on your screens in a bit. What do you think about this game? Do you think there'll be goals? I mean, Machala, using Bayern Munich. Yeah, he's got a pretty nice attack. I mean, in his first game against Dexter, he wasn't so bad. The only thing I feel was wrong with his game was he wasn't, able to take his chances. But against Chisco Fingers, we could see that that scale of okay, I'm playing the better player wasn't there. So he was brave enough to get his chances away, and the lots of chances he was getting was what helped him out to get that late minute drama winner. But he has scored over the 2 games. I think 2 goals in the first game and 3 goals in the second game, which is 5 goals. And Fonzi scoring 2 goals in each of his last 2 games. You think do you think we can see probably over 3-4 goals today?
Yeah, any game involving Machala is bound to produce goals. And Fonzi, like I said, I think his first game was against Doom, and his next game was against Dexter. He's faced 2 of the top 3 players currently, and he's managed to score 2 goals each in that game. So now I feel this, if there's any game in which he is able to score more, it should be this game. Although Machala's defense is very, very good, as we saw in the stats, but I feel Fonzi should be able to get a goal or 2, and so should Machala. It's looking at 4 or 5 goals or more in this particular fixture.
Well, do you think Fonzi losing this game is out and out for him, because he has lost 2 matches already? So it is very, very paramount for him to get a win right about now at this stage of the game. I mean, the stage in the Rspl, a win is really, really important for him to still be within reach to at least, if not, get top three, at least to not be relegated?
Yeah, it's I see it as an even matchup. I see it as an even matchup. It's going to be really tight. I can't really pinpoint who is going to win, or that's left for the players to do on the pitch. But I see it as a very even matchup because Fonzi is a player of quality. If you can
Yeah.
remember in the knockout stages, he topped his group.
Yeah, true.
He won both his games there. Although he's yet to win ever since then, but
That's the
I
difference between the knockout stages and the league, I guess.
yeah, that's the difference because then you say the momentum is different. This is a one-off game here,
Yeah.
and you know that okay, I want to be extra careful. So the risk you're willing to take now, the risk you're willing to take then, you don't want to take them now. You want to be extra careful. So I could have a toll on most players because they have to pick their passes and try to be cautious. But like I said, it's going to be a really tight game. Fonzi, a very defensive minded player, and Machala, a very attacking minded, like two ends of the same coin. And so that's why I say it's going to be really tight. You could see it in the stats too as well. Fonzi having a slightly better attack compared to Machala's, and Machala having quite better defense compared to Fonzi. So that's why I see it as a very, very even matchup.
Yeah, it's a 95 rated, 95 rated actually, and Fonzi has been using Real Madrid up until now. Machala using Bayern Munich. I mean, I know it's 95 rated, but do you think that there's any edge, between these two teams, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid? I mean, Real Madrid has got Vinicius, there's got Mbappe, and up front also in Machala's attack, they've got he's got Hurricane, he's got Olise, and he's got that shadow striker. There's a particular way he uses Musiala
Yeah.
as a shadow striker. Yeah. So I think the difference for me in this matchup will be, how they start up, the first 10 minutes of the game, and most likely their formations. I feel, the tactics and the formations between these two guys will build the difference.
Yeah, Matala is someone who always loves to attack through the wing. I think he always sticks with a 4-4-2-1-3. That means he's attacking with three attackers. Fonzi more of a narrow player, and that's why I feel Fonzi will like try to keep his defense compact and the midfield compact to not let Machala have that easy access through them, and he will love to attack down the wings as well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are straight into the first match of week 2, match day 3. Machala versus Fonzi. Just in case you're tuning in for the very first time, this is Rspl, the Rivers Skirmish Pro League, and this is powered to you by 43 Esports. In Real Madrid's white colors is Fonzi attacking from right to left, and then Bayern Munich's black colors attacking from left to right is Machala. So the first 10 minutes has been slow. I know it is 6 half length, but I initially said how you start in the first 10 minutes is important for you, and I just said it, and Fonzi has gotten in the lead. I think was that 10 minutes or 11 minutes?
I think that was just 8 minutes after the 10th minute. That's 11th minute, yeah.
Well, they just decided to spoil my show and then score in the 11th minute. But anyway, I'll take that. Fonzi in the lead in 11 minutes in game time. That was a very nice attack, actually. That through pass. I thought they nerfed the lobbed through pass, but that was really, really exquisite to get to that player. And he got that goal very, very easily.
Yeah, that was a really, really well planned goal there. Everyone would have expected. You barely see lob through passes in this game. Most players decide to use the ground through ball, but Fonzi there going against the normal, and He used a lob through ball and was still able to cut inside with Vinicius and bend that into the far corner. And it's 1-0 to him.
Oh, beautiful goal for Fonzi. He takes the lead in this first match. Machala now in possession, and we will be looking to give him a reply to that goal. As he tries to send it through pass forward to Diaz, but that was intercepted beautifully by Fonzi. But that couldn't get to the intended player. Personally, I'm not seeing a rush of attacks, if you ask me. Oh, wow, what a through pass. Bampe! Oh, gets off the post. Was that a cheap shot, or was that a deflection?
I think that was a massive deflection, and Machala had a real scare there. He'll be thanking heavens that didn't go in, because being 2-0 down in such situation is not good for him at this point.
Oh, Machala needs to seriously wake up as he attacks down the flank with Hurricane. Couldn't find the last pass to get that attack. And here is Fonzi again. Fonzi through the middle with Vinicius. Threads it to Mbappe. Mbappe waiting patiently for the run of Vini. Vini still in the box. Defended well by Machala. 30 minutes in-game time. Kimmich just at the edge of Fonzi's box. I think Fonzi is defending really, really well. Other than his flanks being, almost caught all the time. I mean, I think he's defending well for me.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he's the kind of player who wants to keep the midfield compact, and he knows Machala is someone who always attacks down the wing. So he will let him attack down the wing and keep his own box crowded, waiting for cutbacks in order for his defenders to stop it. And you see, Machala has been struggling because Fonzi as well is also tracking the wingers of Machala, and he's finding it really hard to attack. Why him? He's more of he's having possession, so I wouldn't really regard it as counter-attacking.
Oh, here's that through pass again. Oh, I think that's like his signature attack. He scored a goal like this against Doom, I think, in the first match.
Yeah, he scored a goal like this against Umia, if I remember correctly, and that's what actually gave him his first goal here too. That lob through ball in behind. It might not work all the time, but when it works, it's almost bound to be a goal.
Well, Machala should be wary of those attacks. I don't think up until now I've seen any offside traps being set. They're not even really playing a high line per se. Here is Fonzi again. 43 minutes. We are almost at half time. Fonzi taking his time with Vinicius. Sends a through ball to the flank, but that attack has been cut out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is half time. Machala versus Fonzi. Fonzi still in the lead. What can you say about that first half?
Yeah, it was a really close first half, but not really.
Would you say close?
In Machala's favor. Sorry, it
it
wasn't that close because Fonzi was having most of the attacks, and there's something I noticed about Vinicius in this game for Fonzi. I don't know if he really does calls him back, because sometimes he does fake a run, then comes back to draw Machala's full CBs out of position, and then he busts into space and the lob through ball comes. Then I really don't know.
Again. Wow.
I really don't know if it's his player instruction or he's just manually triggering it, but I can tell that it's been really, really working for him.
Well, Machala has been finding it really, really hard to track the in-behind runs, and most especially those through balls. Oh, that was close. Vinicius almost getting the second goal there for Fonzi. He will make do with this corner kick as he sends it into the box. Wow. That was nearly, I think if he aimed that correctly, the scoreline will look a little bit different.
Yeah, Fonzi has had really, really good opportunities to increase the lead, but for some reason he hasn't been able to take that. He should just hope Machala doesn't get one back, because that changes the entire trajectory of the game.
I mean, so far so good. I don't. Machala has not attacked like how he has done in the last 2 games for me. Honestly, Fonzi has actually been able to put a stop to Machala's attack. He has not actually been as attack blazing as he has always been. Would you say it's just the form he's on today, or Fonzi's defense rather is doing a great job?
I feel it's due to the fact that Fonzi probably must have gone to reward Machala's games and seen the way he attacks. And like I said, Machala is someone who likes to attack down the wing. So Fonzi was like,
Oh my god.
why not I let him attack down the wing, but you won't be able to get into my box. And you could see Machala is always struggling to get into the box, because you have to be, most times you have to be in the box to score, and Fonzi has done really well in keeping that defensive line, everything, the midfield compact, and Machala keeps struggling to get a chance.
Kane to get the shot away off the post for Machala. Really unlucky there. Machala takes a short corner. Stuff like this, or should I say in gaming like this, most times when you don't get when you have a lot of chances, a lot of attacks, and then you don't score, that comes back to haunt you. One attack from the opposition, Mbappe, oh, what a blocked shot there. Fonzi he needs to get another goal as quick as possible. For Machala, he seriously needs to at least get 1 goal in this match, because with the way things are going, it looks as if Fonzi is running away with this game. And here is Machala now with Diaz down the flank. What was that? Is that a mistake from him, or?
I really don't know what the plan was there. Maybe he tried to do the ball roll, but he kind of just flicked the right analog.
I don't know if it's me, but Machala is not playing like himself today. I mean, he's not judging from the last 2 games. What I'm seeing today is not Machala. Fonzi has added another goal. Wow, just look at that.
Beautiful goal there by Fonzi. He's totally deserving. He's been dominating this entire game, and it was bound to happen sooner rather than later. Attack upon attack. Matala's goalkeeper has actually kept him in this game.
True.
But Fonzi there in one-on-one with the goalkeeper, open space. It was bound to be in the back of the net.
I mean, Fonzi has been rewarded for his barrage of attacks. He kept on attacking, and while attacking, defending properly. And Machala has seriously been punished right about now. "76 minutes on the clock. And it is looking like a possible 3 points for Fonzi. Machala has lost that attack again. Fonzi now with the ball attacking. He might just add another. That attack has come to a waste. And Machala is still funnily giving possession away to Fonzi. Fonzi now with Vini. Vini has... Is that Vini? That's Rodrigo, I think. 81 minutes in-game time. Time is really running away for Machala. Olise, can he do anything with this attack? Oh, off the post again. Whoa. What is happening? But that was like a half chance, if you ask me.
Yeah, that was a half chance because Olise using his right foot in that situation was not really good for him. It should have ended in the back of the net, but the post was in the way once again. This is the second time it's happening to him in this game, I think.
85 minutes in game time, and you know how it is. Haram football from Fonzi at the moment. Oh no, hold up. Fonzi is still attacking. I think it's done. I mean, Fonzi has actually really messed with Machala's mentals, if you ask me. In this game, it has been Fonzi from beginning to the end. Attack, defense, compact play. It has been Fonzi. I don't think Machala brought his game in week 2, match day 3.
Yeah, I think Fonzie has been the only player to be able to neutralize Machala's attack so far in the RSPL.
Yeah.
Against Dexter, he had lots and lots of attacks, but against Fonzie, he always managed to cut passing lanes and just block out his wings, and it really helped him today.
Well, there you have it. That is the end of the first match between Fonzi versus Machala, and Fonzi takes the win. His first 3 points. First 3 points for Fonzi in the RSPL. A very commanding and dominating game from Fonzi. He totally deserved his 3 points. I mean, Machala has been really poor today, if you ask me. The scintillating attacks we used to see, or we saw in the first game against Dexter and the second game against Chisco Fingers, was really lacking today. Was really lacking at all. In Machala would really be biting his fingers. Cause what was that? He would be telling himself, "This is not me. I played poor."
Earlier, I said it was going to be a really close game, and the scoreline, it was kind of close, but when you look at the performance, it was so one-sided, and
So one-sided, honestly.
Machala could have been down 5 goals in this particular game, and it would still look like Fonzie didn't reach his full capacity. But the game is the game. His goalkeeper actually kept him in the game, and his defense was really made it close, because based on what we watched, it was an entirely different thing there.
I don't think Fonzi was even troubled in this game by Machala's attack. I mean, Machala, except the the shots that came off the post, we didn't really see any scintillating attack from Machala today. I mean, it was very unlike him. I mean, those short of the bar, especially the first one. Okay, that should have been a goal for Machala, but then the second was a half chance. Other than that, I don't think there were any other attacks that could have resulted in a goal for Machala. So yes, Fonzi all the way. I mean, Fonzi was tired. I mean, tired of losing. I mean, 2 games done, and it says a lot about your mentality. Honestly, topping your group in the knockout stages, and then coming into the RSPL, and your first 2 matches. I mean, you'll be wanting to at least get a win, but then your 2 matches you lost both matches, and now this is his 3rd game, and he has finally claimed a win in his 3rd game. Beautiful from him. Well, next up, we'll be heading into the next match. That is Dexter versus Richie. Dexter versus Richie will be happening next.
Yeah, Dexter versus Richie. That is a really Richie coming off the back of an 8-0 loss. He'll want to really bounce back. But now the question is, can he bounce back against someone like Dexter, who is on a winning streak? Dexter has not lost any game ever since the qualification stages up until this moment in the RSPL.
That's true.
So I don't know. Richie, he knows what he's up against. He knows who he's up against, and he knows what he has to do. He has to be extra careful with everything he's doing.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Richie today, but he is in a very, very tight corner, honestly. I mean, that 8-0 loss on match day 2 can do a lot to you. Well, it can, and then again, your next game actually, after that 8-0 loss, you're coming up against somebody like Dexter, who, just as you said, has not lost any game right from the qualification stages up until now. So it's going to really, really be, um, should I say, public predictions will be in the favor of Dexter. If I'm going to say 100, I'm not going to say 100%, but I'm going to put it at an 80% for Dexter to take a win against Richie. What about you?
Well, 80% for Dexter. I would go like 70. It's kind of close, but like everybody will basically tip Dexter to go on and win this game. As you can see on your screens, Dexter having like a 50% attack and 50% defense, but Richie kind of having the better attack. I know in this RSPL we've not seen Dexter at his best.
Yeah, true. That's true. That's another thing actually.
Considering that we've not seen him at his best, you could say it could swing either way. Richie, the 10 goals considered doesn't really tell the whole story because now he's 8 of those goals were considered in one
One
game
match, yes.
and just 2 in the other game. So I think that doesn't tell the whole story. Dexter having a slightly better defense than Richie. But one thing is sure is that this is the kind of match in which there will be lots and lots of goals. Both players are definitely going to get goals in this game.
Well, just as you said earlier, Dexter has you can see in his post-match interviews. I think 2 of his post-match interviews where he won the game by just a single goal. He said it himself. He was like, "I am not playing at my best." I mean, it's very, very commendable for a programmer to at least be honest with himself. And yes, from the qualification stages up until now in the RSPL, we know what Dexter is about. We know how Dexter plays. We know how Dexter attacks, and we've not really seen that all-out attack Dexter in the RSPL yet. But still, he still manages to, win his games regardless. I mean, even though he knows he's not playing at his best, but 3 points are still getting in the bag for him. So he might not be able to, do it all again against Richie, but his ability to always find a way to get 3 points is a very, very important ability. And Dexter, over the few games, we have seen that he possesses that ability. But for Richie, just as you said, the 10 goals considered doesn't say a lot about his gameplay, because those 10 of those goals, 8 of them were considered in one match. I just think it was a really, really bad day for him. And considering his first match, I'm still going to cut him some slack. I mean, his first match up against Venom, who also has been in poor form, for me to say. Richie was outstanding actually. So if he can bring his A game from the first game into this match, that will really, really be a plus for Richie. So right about now, we are going to head over to the interview section. Khan will be interviewing Machala in a bit. So Khan, let's hear from you.
Shot was there to Fonzi. You started this tournament as one of the top-rated players, but you just lost to one of the less known players. How do you feel about no reason for Fonzi? Wasn't expected, so I don't know if it's good right now,
But like I don't grind the game, so that's not an excuse, bro. If I meet someone who grinds, the outcome shifts slightly out of my favor.
Okay, what among the fans is that you were totally dominated? I mean, like you were reduced to taking just a couple shots on target against Fonzi that everybody considers the the easy lay.
Well, it happens. Like I always say, you win some, you lose some, but like it is what it is. He was the better player in this match, so he won.
No, the truth is, Inzazam Shark were rooting for you. I don't know, but they favored you to be in the come out tops. I know they're super disappointed right now, so I'll head back to them for analysis on the next game. Inzazam Shark, back to you.
He has a whole lot of homework to do for his next game tomorrow. Oh, yes. The second match for. I know Richie is a goal freak. He likes to attack, but he was reduced to nothing in the last match. Do you think we'll see goals in this game?
Yeah, we're bound to see goals. Now the question should be, can Dexter keep up with the pace of Richie's attacks, or can Richie actually bypass Dexter's defense? But one thing is sure, we are bound to see goals. Richie is the kind of player who he likes a fast-paced game. And I don't know if Dexter will really let him play that game today, or Richie is just going to take absolute control of it and make him play the way he wants to. Well, we're about to find out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the way in the second match against Dexter versus Richie. Dexter versus Richie, and attacking from left to right. With Portugal is Dexter, and attacking from right to left in Arsenal's white colours is Richie. Already Dexter at the edge of Richie's post, and he dealt with that beautifully. You said you're hoping to see goals.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see goals. These are both, would I say, very attacking minded players, but Richie a bit more attacking minded, Dexter a bit more composed.
Oh, that was close there. If not for the interception of Renato Vega, Gyökeres would have gotten that away for Richie. And I mean, I think Richie getting the first goal in this game would be very, very paramount for him. At least that boosts his morale a little bit. But Dexter, you know how he is. Dexter in the Rspl has been different. Should I say it is growth, or Dexter has been playing a little bit calmer, a little bit mature. Although he's still saying this is not his best. Ronaldo for Dexter. Wow. That was something. Look at that. Top left corner.
That was out of nothing. No one expected that ball.
He was still trying to twist and turn, and he just got that shot away. I don't think Richie was expecting that.
He definitely wasn't expecting that. He tried to just see if he could mark the player, but like you said, Ronaldo, he had not even gotten the perfect body shape, and he just let the
animation was not even proper for him to take that shot.
He just let the shot off, and no goalkeeper in the world is saving that.
Wow. Oh, here is Richie. Is this offside? Yes, it is. 17 minutes in game time, people, and Dexter is in the lead already. It is 1-0. That beautiful shot there by Ronaldo. Bernardo! It is 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. Dexter is running riot in 18 minutes already. Wow.
Could this be the Dexter we saw in the qualification stages for this Rspl?
Could be. I mean, I don't think in any of the games we've seen Dexter play so far, he has gotten 2 goals in 18 minutes.
Well, I don't think he's gotten 2 goals in 18 minutes like you said, but if I remember correctly, the last game against Fonzi, he went 3-0 up at a point, and Fonzi still managed to get 2 goals back. So you could
Wow.
say this game isn't totally over, as there's still lots of time to play, and that's hoping that Dexter doesn't let his guard down, because Richie is someone who takes advantage of that.
Well, the game as it stands is in Dexter's advantage. 24 minutes in game time. There is still a lot of time for changes to be made. Here is Pedro Neto for Dexter running down the byline. Bernardo sent it to Ronaldo. Is this offside? Yes, it is. Well, the game between these two has been fast-paced, actually. I mean, Dexter was taking it a little bit slow until he got that first goal, and then the attack just came to life. Second goal was there almost immediately. I mean, Richie has to do something.
Yeah, he knows, like, once he got that first goal, Richie would want to go more attacking, and that would leave him exposed at the back. And he quickly took advantage of that and quickly got the second. So now I feel Richie should be a little bit more calm if he gets something out of this game.
Here is Saka now for Richie at the edge of post. Couldn't get that through pass away. I think that through pass was ever getting to the intended player. Here is Vitinha, threads it to Pedro Goncalves, and up through pass to Ronaldo, and a cheap shot, a failed cheap shot. Raya was very, very active to stand his ground and get that ball. Here is Gyökeres now for Richie. He's trying to find Saka. Instead, he finds Martinelli. Can he convert this? Yes! Richie has gotten a goal back. Wonderful. You could see that decoy run there from Gyökeres. That it looked as if he was going to thread that pass to him, but he just found the in-behind runner in Martinelli. Beautiful attack, if you ask me. Totally just deceived Dexter there.
Yeah, I was patiently waiting for that pass at that point, because I saw the run and the defender couldn't keep up with Martinelli in that situation. That decoy run was absolutely beautiful, because even Dexter, he couldn't really switch immediately to mark Martinelli, but Richie was able to get the ball there and put it at the back of the net.
Well, like I said, when Dexter scored 2 goals, the match is not over. There's still a lot of time. Is this offside? Yes, it is. There's still a lot of time for either Richie to come back into this game or Dexter to do a whole lot of serious damage. But Richie has gotten into the mix with this 1 goal. I think that builds a lot of morale for him. The 1 goal deficit in 40 minutes in game time is not a lot to come back from.
And ever since his little tweaks, he's kind of gotten a hold of himself in this game, and
Yeah.
he quickly got his first goal. Might probably get a second real soon.
32 minutes in game time. Halftime is nearly upon us. Dexter is still in the lead. It's 2-1. Pedro Goncalves runs down the byline for Dexter. Cuts back, trying to find an attacker, intercepted, and here is Saka now to Gyökeres. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the half-time. First half, actually. Was a good first half, don't you think?
Yeah, really good one. Like I said, I expect goals, 3 goals in the first half. 2, and it's kind of an improvement for Richie, considering the last game. I think he was 5 goals down in the first half, but now he's just 1 goal down, and might be on the verge of a possible comeback. Who knows? Because the way he's playing, he doesn't seem to want to give up anytime soon.
What was that? Dexter has lost the ball at the edge of his box. Richie still with the ball, has lost it. Ronaldo to Neto. Richie again has recovered possession and has lost it again. Seems this second half, nobody wants to actually really hold on to the ball. Or is Dexter just playing that his mind game?
For a minute there, we thought Dexter was back after like the first 20 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
We kind of saw the Dexter we used to know, but ever since then, Richie has managed to get himself back in this game, and
Wow.
It's been quite even.
Conclaves at the byline now, trying to send that pass to Ronaldo. The defense. Look at that team press there. Wonderful from Richie.
Yeah, he blocked all the spaces. I know Dexter was looking for the cutback there. You could see the player log, but Richie quickly got in the way, making Dexter change his decision, and now he has a throw in which he's taken.
You're right about now. It's not entirely about the goals, if you ask me. Wow, what a through pass. For me, for Dexter, it's all about the 3 points. He said that in his last, post-match interview. He said that I don't really care about the goals. I just want to win. 3 points is what is most important for me. So it doesn't really matter if Richie is giving him problems. So far, he can find his way to get the 3 points. Ooh, intercepted.
Sorry, I want to ask a question. How long do you think Dexter can keep getting away with these performances?
Well, we will find out because wow, that was really I don't think he was very alert to that incoming sweeper from from Richie's goalkeeper. It was calmer a bit. That should have been 3-1.
Yeah, that was a really good chance there. I think he was a bit Aruban happy, like he usually say. The goalkeeper was there to claim easily.
Well, Dexter now at the edge of the box. Look at that offside trap there by Richie, doing all the work, pushing all the players out, and leaving no chance for him to thread a through pass in behind. You can see Dexter taking his time, looking for an in-behind runner, finds Vitinha, almost finds Ronaldo. Good defense there by Richie. 66 minutes in game time, and a pass is getting nowhere near Martinelli. 66 minutes in game time, and we have seen no goals in the second half. The question you asked earlier, how long can Dexter keep this up? I mean, I don't know, till he faces an opponent that's not, pay him that respect of, okay, yeah, you're a good player, so I'll be very careful. When he meets a player that's going to throw carefulness into the wind, I don't think Dexter is going to escape, So he really needs to, this pattern of play for him, I don't know. Seems good, might be harmful. We'll find out. 72 minutes in game time, and it is still 2-1. Oh wow, is this offside? No, it is not. Definitely a goal. Yes, it is. Dexter has gotten the much deserved safety goal. It is 3-1. Just quick 1-2 passes there. You could see that 1-2 quick time, first time through pass got to Ronaldo, and every day that's going to be a goal, except you're very good with your goalkeeper movement.
This just goes to so say a lot about Dexter. He's not the kind of player who needs to play well to be able to get all 3 points. I'm sure he will still kind of disappointed with his performance in this game. I think
he's going to say it again.
I think this has been his best performance so far in the Rspl though. But this just goes to show the kind of he adapts so easily. He doesn't need to play well to be able to get the win, and that's really good in a league format, because not every day is going to be your day.
Oh, a cut back there was almost a goal. Here is Dexter. Look at that one-time through pass again to Pedro Conclaves. Is his speed up to it? Cut back, sends it to Ronaldo, and he shoots wide. Wow. It's 1 minute on the clock, and it could have been 4-1. Could have been 4-1. Do you think it's over for Richie at this point?
Yeah, it might be over because
it looks like it. Because nice defense there. 84 minutes. I mean, I think it's game over.
Yeah, time is already running out for Richie, and even if he managed to get a goal now, I don't see him getting a third to equalize the game. So I feel it's over. Dexter already has this in the bag.
Dexter has found an open space with Pedro, waiting for an in behind Ronaldo, still taking his time. Ronaldo to make it 4-1 for Dexter. Wonderful, wonderful. Just look at that. Ronaldo taking his time, sent it to João Neves. Pedro Neto was through on goal. He took a pause, found Ronaldo, and always going to be a goal. It is 4-1 for Dexter, and I would say this is, given the fact that that was an absolute horrendous performance from Richie in the last game. Hold on, Dexter looks like he's going to add another. Ended. I think that should be the end. We are waiting the referee's whistle, and there it is. Dexter, 9 points, top of the table. Like you said, even though he has not been playing his best game, he still manages to get his 3 points. Like you said, this is literally the best game we have seen from Dexter in the Rspl. Honestly, would you owe that to the fact that he's playing against somebody who, is coming from an 8-0 defeat? I mean, but Richie played better in this game. I mean, you will always play better in a game after taking an 8-0 scoreline. You would always play better. I mean, any scoreline better than an 8-0 scoreline is a good performance, if you ask me.
Yeah, it was a good performance from Richie. The scoreline might not really reflect how good he played compared to what happened last week. And I think if there's anything he should take from this game, is that it's a positive from last week.
Yeah.
Not like he played well. He played well. Well, like I said, Dexter being Dexter, and Dexter too. This has been his best performance in the Rspl. The spell between the first 20th minute in which he was utterly dominating the game, and after then Richie kind of controlled the game from the 20th minute to the end of the first half. But once we came back into the second half, it was now balanced, and Dexter, being Dexter, clinical in front of goal, was able to quickly run away with the game, and he won 4-1.
Well, congratulations to Dexter for getting his third win in the Rspl. Well, up on your screens is the next match, the third match for match week 2, and Chisco Fingers versus PJ. Let's take a look at this. Chisco has won 1, has lost 1, no draws yet in the Rspl. PJ has lost 1 and has won 1 also, and these two almost looking like the same kind of statistics are coming up against each other. So yes, we can see that Chisco has scored 6 goals and has conceded 5. He's as good as in his attack as he is bad in his defense. Same thing with PJ, scored 9 and has conceded 8. And they are both in close proximity with each other. You can see PJ sitting in the 4th position and Chisco in the 5th position. What can you say about that?
Chisco in 5th and PJ in 4th. It's anyone who looks at this game, like, people have been underrating Chisco Fingers for some reason, and he's always gone on to show that, no, I am that guy, do not think to underrate me. And I feel this is another game in which he can show that. PG on the other hand, a really, really good gamer. In his last game, he won 7-3 against Control, I think, after losing to Dorado in his first. And he wants to keep up that form now. And Chisco lost his last game to Machala. It was a really, really close game, but he happened to concede in the last minutes. And if there's any way he wants to pick up his form now and get back to winning ways, it's from this next game if he needs to have a shot at the Rspl title. And that the same goes for PJ in that situation.
Well, you could see PJ. The match he lost was actually against a very, very formidable opponent. I mean, everyone's favorite best, El Dorado. So yes, I don't think I think I'm going with PJ in this one. He looks more likely for me to be the winner. But before we head into that, we will head to the interview booth with Khan. Khan, over to you.
Dexter. Okay, we have the man of the moment, Dexter, right now. He You really must be excited right now, Dexter.
Well, I'm excited for the 3 points as always. I'm still getting to the groove of playing at my peak, so I'm excited about the gameplay today.
We have noticed that your winning margins are usually small, but what's your strategy? What's the thought process? Do you want to keep the margin small and just go for the points, or you want to chase the big boys?
Well, I don't really think about the goal difference because I don't see myself losing, so it's just the 3 points I'm after.
The confidence is still there, and Dexter just made it all the way to the top. Do you think you have what it takes to go all the way and win this?
Yeah, I believe in my skills. I'm confident I can beat each opponent here, so I believe I can win it all.
Richie is coming from a very heavy defeat. Did that give you an advantage psychologically? Because he just came from a heavy defeat. Do you think that gave you an edge?
Now, I would say he played very well, but the better player won, and I played to my best.
Okay, guys, you heard it. Dexter here. I'll head back to Imzaz and Shad for more analysis.
Well, for the very first time, we are hearing Dexter not saying I didn't play at my best.
Yeah, even him, he knows that this has been his best performance so far in the Rspl. So you could understand him being a bit joyful compared to last week, in which he did win, but the performance wasn't up to standard for him. So now he seems to be getting his feet, and I feel sorry for his next opponent. Oh wait, sorry, his next opponent should be El Dorado, so you can't really say you feel sorry for him in that situation.
Well, we'll find out after today's match. I mean, you have to feel sorry for anybody that comes up against Dexter, El Dorado, and Doom at this point, because those two, they don't look like they are ready to drop points. You heard what he said. He's confident that he can win any player in this league. He doesn't care about the goal differences. He's just sure that he is going to rack up his 3 points. Well, yes, heading into the third match for today, Chisco Fingers versus PJ. Now, these two are attack minded, and trust me, you can see in their defenses. I mean, they score as much as they concede. PJ had 9 goals scored and 8 goals conceded. Chisco Fingers 6 goals scored and 5 goals conceded. So these two, they don't really care about their defenses. They don't really care about their defenses. They are very, very compact, very, 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 very compact about their attack, and I think I'm going to see over 7 goals. Is that too much?
Every PG game so far has produced about 7 or more goals. In his first game was 5-2 to El Dorado, and in his next game was 7-3. He won against Controller. As for Chisco Fingers, his first game was 4-2, that produced 6 goals, and his next games he lost 3-2 to Machala, that produced 5 goals. So one thing is sure, yes, we are going to see lots of goals. Two very attacking minded players. Chisco Fingers, like I said before, people don't seem to underrate him. He's not a name really known like that, but he's come onto the scene and he shocked everyone. And I wouldn't be surprised if he manages to get something against PJ here today.
If he gets something against, I mean, in his first game he was outstanding. Honestly, nobody actually expected him to, come out on top. But yes, he did. Winning that game by 4. I think that was 4 goals.
4 goals to 2.
Yeah,
yes.
So wonderful from him. So I am expecting a lot from Chisco Fingers. Honestly, if there's one thing I can say about Chisco Fingers is that he gives his opponents, they run for their money, honestly, because he is always behind you. I don't think he has faced anybody that has ever, totally dominated him. I mean, if you get to win, you get to win by a very, very small margin, and that is, anybody that has actually won Chisco Fingers, and gets to tell you that, man, that was actually a game. It was a tough one. You get, but PJ, PJ is a loud talker, and in his first game he was a bit quiet down um, by El Dorado, and in his second game he almost swallowed. He almost swallowed his opponent. I mean, that reaction from him in that goal is called against in that game is called against his last opponent with Haaland could tell you that he's a player that he just wants to gobble you up. I mean, looking at him, only God knows how many players he has gobbled up. So yes, we will be hoping at one side, praying that Chisco Fingers is not gobbled up today, and we'll also be hoping that Chisco Fingers, you can see those tricky fingers, would have a lot to do. So up on your screens are the two players, and in a few moments we will be heading into gameplay proper. Right, we are on the way in the third game for match week 2. Chisco Fingers versus PJ. And attacking from left to right in PSG's colors as Chisco. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, a goal has been scored. That's like the quickest goal we've ever seen in Rspl. PJ getting ahead in the first minute. What was that, 2 minutes? I think.
Yeah, that was the second minute there. That looked offside, but it wasn't. But if you feel like writing out Chisco Fingers in this situation, remember he also went behind first in the game against Controller, in which he ended up winning 4-2. But we don't know if he'll be able to do that today.
Wow, this could be a second goal. Oh, what a save there. I predicted this match to be 7 goals up, 7 goals plus, and it looks like it's going to be, because we've already gotten a goal in the first minute. That was really, really clumsy there from Chisco. I mean, you don't get to assume the player is offside if you're not sure. Don't assume, and that's what he did. PJ is having a reputation for scoring mistake goals. Like every first game, like all his first goals are actually looking like errors. And there's another error again by Chisco. This game looks to be running away from him. He needs to get a hold of himself quickly. PJ is not smiling. He's not even celebrating. Wow. 2 goals already. 10 minutes. I think my prediction is going to get me millions today.
And the fact that he doesn't look like stopping anytime
Doesn't
soon.
look. I told you, these guys, they do not care about their defense. They just attack and attack and attack. Every time PJ holds the ball, he doesn't care about keeping possession or recycling possession. He's just pressing on. Reminds me of Venom in his big days. And here is PJ again. Sends that through pass to Haaland. Haaland now attacking. Has only McQueen to beat. Gives it to Fonzi. Oh, beautiful. PJ is running riots here, ladies and gentlemen. 16 minutes in game time, and it is 3-0 already. Wow.
3-0, and you could basically say the game is over, because I don't see a world in which Chisco Fingers does
My
come back.
word, PJ on a counter attack again, sends it to Foden. Finally, Chisco's defense was up to the task, but this should spell serious problem for Chisco. I mean, his defense is being divided really, really easily. It's been split apart way too easily than expected. I know, yes, these two do not care about defense, they just care about attacks, but you really need to care about your defense at this point in game.
And funny how PJ has actually defended well. He's cut off most of the passing lanes from Chisco and has Chisco has always been clearing the ball. That's unusual from him. I've seen him clear his lines about 2 times. He's not the kind of player who wants to give away possession that easily, but he's giving away possession quite a
PJ
couple
now.
of times. While trying to clear the ball out of his own box.
Haaland now attacking, almost sent that through pass there, but was blocked out. Oh, is this an offside? Look at that. A cheap shot failure by Chisco Fingers. He should have gotten a goal there, honestly. I mean, he had a lot of time to relax and think about his options. Cheap shots, yes, definitely was the best option for that. But I think he was a little bit soft taking that shot away. And here is Haaland for PG. Bernardo now at the byline. Bernardo looking to send a cut back. Jao Neves defends beautifully. Chisco needs to at least get a goal in this first half to keep him within reach in this game. Chisco can't seem to. I don't think I've seen Dembele on the board for Chisco Fingers. He has been caught out absolutely. That's an offside.
I think Vardiol has done really well to keep him quiet. He has been getting clamped by Vardiol in this particular fixture, and to see he's had little to no impact in this particular game. PJ has done really well to keep Chisco Fingers striker really quiet in Dembele, and on the other hand, Haaland can be kept quiet by Chisco Fingers because the player locks. He's been doing a lot of player locks on Haaland, and it's been really confusing Chisco in those situations.
Funnily enough, those player locks are almost all the time. Almost all of them are always successful. So
not like he actually uses Haaland to score most times. Most of them are as decoys.
yeah,
And that's he's hacked it there. He knows that yes, Chisco is struggling against it. So why don't I just keep on doing it?
we've seen 2 of those goals, most especially. He player locks Haaland, and when that ball gets to Haaland, Haaland just takes a pause and waits for that in behind runner from Foden. And when it gets it to Foden, it is almost always a goal. I mean, we've seen 2 goals with that particular type of attack. And this first half, PJ has really done his homework. 3 goals and comfortable. I mean, what more can you ask for in the first half? Wow, side netting shot there by Foden. Chisco is getting it all wrong in his defense. I mean, I know these 2, their defenses are really porous, but the most porous of them all is being exploited right about now.
You can see PJ's marking of space today has been lit. He's cut out passing lanes, and Chisco almost seems to be left with no option, little to no option in most situations. I feel PJ has defended really well. Chisco hasn't really had that much clear-cut chances, except for that cheap shot in which I'm sure he felt was offside. That's why he didn't really know what to do in that situation.
Well, second half is underway, and 45 minutes is a lot of time to come back, and 45 minutes is a lot of time to still do more damage. So in a bit, it looks as if this has been really slow start for the second half. Here is wow. Chisco has gotten a goal. I mean, that was really lucky. EA just did him a favor there, because that chip shot was unsuccessful, and the ball just ricocheted back into his feet, and he got that goal. And what a save there by PJ, by Chisco Fingers, sorry. That could have been 4-1. Could have been bye-bye. Game over. Chisco is not attacking like he has been for me. Today just seems different for one person particularly. Like every gamer, every fixture that comes up here, you just tend to see a different gameplay from one player today.
Yeah, he's managed, but he's not been attacking as we know, but he's managed to get a goal. He's the kind of player.
Wow.
He's the kind of player who doesn't really need to play extremely well to get a goal. And we've seen him get one in this game, but as usual, PJ, with his barrage of attacks, was bound to score more, and he's added one more goal, and it's 4-1 to PJ.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, PG has gotten that much deserved safety goal. I mean, he is 3 goals up, 60 minutes in game time, and he looks comfortable. I know, yes, initially before the game started, I felt PJ would get one over Chisco, but I didn't see it playing out like this. Initially, I said Chisco he has not been run over by anybody yet. I mean, every fixture against Chisco, if you come out on top, you know you had a really, really tough game on your hands. But this one has looked a little bit easy for PJ. PJ doesn't look like he's going to stop. He's attacking, could get another goal with Mamouche, and yes, he does. It is 5-1, ladies and gentlemen. Chisco is being run over. Like I said, his attacks are not on point today. I'm really not understanding. Oh, look, that through pass actually got.
Can we just talk about how beautiful that goal was? A low-driven finesse in that situation is not what I expected. But it looked like it was going out or was about to hit the post, but he still managed
Just found his way into the corner. Here is Chisco now, offside. 69 minutes, and I don't think there is any way Chisco is gonna come back from this, honestly, because he has been poor all game, attacking wise and defensively. So this looks like a done one for PJ. It's just a matter of how many goals can PJ get as he looks to add another one with Checky. I think he's just trying out new kinds of attacks right about now, because I think if he actually needed that goal, he would have taken that shot more seriously.
Yeah, the fact that he could have scored about 7 goals in this particular game, and he still managed to score 5 out of the 7 really good chances he has. Why not those try out things you'd always love to on the biggest stage?
76 minutes, and PJ has been attacking, still attacking, has gotten the ball to Haaland. Oh, 6-1. The surprising thing about today is PJ is not smiling. Like, he's not smiling. 6-1 is a scoreline that, come on. And he's still looking to add another. He's still attacking. Wow. And get another one with this. Ooh, saved here by blocked shot. Chisco, can he at least add one? It's Machala. He shoots. Saved by Donnarumma. Oh, hold on. The referee has signaled for a penalty. I thought that bruiser there was enough to get that ball out of play, but the referee said it's a penalty, and Chisco has converted that. It is 6-2 now. There's something about this diagonal through balls. I mean, how do they trigger the left backs to always sprint up front? Or is it probably because they are set on attacking wing back?
I think it's more that of the fact that they trigger it. But my question is how they always they pass.
Because I don't see
get to the individual. I've tried it and it doesn't seem to work for me. I don't know how they do it.
That's why you're not a pro gamer. These guys are pro gamers, so they do things that you might not even think about. You know, things that will not normally come to your subconscious. They're already 2 steps, 3 steps ahead of you.
And can we talk about how good PJ is? Ever since he lost the first game, he scored now a combined about 15 goals in 2 games. That's something good for him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that first game actually woke him up. Honestly, triggered the dog in him, and he has non-stop been attacking non-stop, and you can see he feels that attack will win him games, and he has been doing that. Well, that is the end of the third match. Chisco has lost against PJ. A not so bad scoreline, if you ask me. 6 goals to 3. I mean, it could have been worse, could have been more, but for me, I think Chisco would take this as a homework. I know I've not been working on my defenses, and I was really, really slacking in that first half. I think he lost this game in the first half, actually. Yeah, because, giving those giveaways early on in the game, that sort of, just took it away from his hands. Well, there you have it, PJ, with his second win. Up on your screens now is Doom. Versus El Dorado. Doom versus El Dorado. First versus second. Whoever gets. Could this be our first draw? Or we're going to see a winner in this?
What I know, it's going to be really. You can see the stats on your screen. Doom, 12 goals scored, and he's considered only 2 goals. He's the player who has considered the least amount of goals, I think, and those 2 goals came in the first game. On the other hand, Dorado, you could see 6 goals conceded, but that doesn't tell the full story, because I think in the game against Venom, he took a step back after he knew the game was basically over, and just tried to troll around and give Venom a couple of goals.
Oh, well, before we head further into the player statistics, we will just head over to the interview booth with Khan as he interviews the player.
Here with us, El Dorado and Doom. And these men would have to go head to head to see who is the dominant player this season. The third player that was in the top 3, Dexter, just beat his man today and went top of the table. So, El Dorado, Doom, what do you think is going to happen after this match day?
Well, I'm going to beat him. Every training he has had before today, every gameplay he has had, I'll make it useless.
Oh, that is a gospel artist, by the way. So, El Dorado, he just said he will expose you today. Do you have any words for that?
We'll just wait. I hope he keeps to his word.
The usually confident El Dorado has mellowed down a bit and he's playing the waiting game. But I hope to see who is top of the table at the end of the day between Doom and El Dorado. Bear in mind that Dexter just left them and has gone up top. So let's see who will be fighting Dexter for that top position. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be heading back to Zaz and Jazz to continue the analysis. Thank you.
I mean, this is like the most anticipated match of the week. First versus second, Doom versus El Dorado. One person is going to drop points today. I was rooting for a draw, but then I don't know.
Yeah, one player is definitely going to drop points, or both. El Dorado, who sometimes we do call L, is yet to take an L so far, alongside Dexter. Rather, he's been the one handing out L's to different players. We are hoping to see a very exciting game. Or can Doom give him the first L of his campaign?
Well, we'll find out. Look at their statistics. 12 goals scored for Doom. I mean, 8 of those goals came in his last match against Richie. 2 goals conceded, and those 2 goals were actually in his first match against Fonzi. Yeah, and El Dorado has scored 11 goals across 2 matches and has conceded 6. So, in as much as El Dorado scores, I think he has a lot to do with his defending. like you saw earlier in the pre-match interview, Doom said he's going to expose El Dorado. So we will see. We will find out in a bit who is going to be exposing who. The players now are up in front of you in the hot seat. First versus second, who is going to take the top, who is going to be on top, and who is going to remain on top. We will find out in a bit. Right about now, blue players are setting up their formations and doing the necessary tactics to get an edge in this fixture. What are you expecting? Goals?
Of course, I'm expecting goals. Well, now I'm expecting goals, but I don't know if the goals would come. This is first versus second, and Doom is not someone who has conceded much. He's conceded just 2 goals, which is quite impressive.
Very, very impressive.
Because other players seem to concede a lot. Eldorado, on the other hand, has conceded 6. But I said, you could say the first goal he conceded in the Rspl was a giveaway to PJ, and in the game against Venom, which ended 6-4 to him, I think he kind of gave Venom 2 goals towards the end of the game.
He played with that game actually. He knew he had already won, so he was literally just having fun,
Yeah, in the beginning stages of that game against Venom happened to break through his defense a couple of times, but he couldn't capitalize on them. But someone like Doom, if he does happen to break through your defense, he's not going to miss 2-3 chances. He's definitely going to bury at least one of them. So Eldorado should be really, really careful. I feel he'll be extra careful compared to how he played other players. He knows Doom is someone who's just coming off an 8-0 win. So he's high on confidence so far. And will want to continue his winning streak in this game and probably go up top in the Rspl.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is a game you do not want to take your eyes off. This is a game that you need to grab your popcorns and your soda, your water, your juice, whatever, because this is going to be serious action from the first minute to the last. Before we head into gameplay proper, we'll just take a quick short ad break, and when we're back, we'll head into the match between these two. Do not go anywhere, stick to your screens. We will be right back.
Well, like we said, we'll be heading into gameplay sooner rather than later. Both players are still setting up their formations, setting up their game pads to give us a showdown here. Doom versus Eldorado, first versus second. And it's definitely going to be entertaining.
Well, guys, in a few moments, we will commence between these two titans about to clash here on RSPL, the Rivers Skirmish Pro League. Remember, this is part to you by 43 Esports. I know I got the last prediction for the scoreline. I mean, I said it would be over 7 goals. And how many goals did we get in that match? I think 6-3. So 9, yes. So this particular game, what's your prediction?
This this game, I'm saying about. I expect to see 4 or more goals in this particular game. I really don't know.
See, one thing about these two guys is that these two players can, if you're talking about attack, they can attack in different manners, in different styles. They can punish you anyway, anyhow. I mean, they invent new ways of scoring, these guys. So we're in for a cracker, honestly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the way in the most anticipated match of match week 2. Attacking from left to right in Spain's colors is Doom, and attacking from right to left in PSG is El Dorado. It's 2 minutes in game time, and we have already we saw an attack by Doom that was almost a goal. So yes, for me, I think this will have a lot of goals. I'm looking 6 goals in this match.
6 goals, but in whose favor are you tilting it to?
I mean, I don't know, but I know we're going to see a sporty goal with over 5.5 goals.
Yeah, you could see Dorado a bit calm. This is not his kind of player. Once the game begins, he wants to quickly get forward. But now you can see him being a bit picky with his passes. He knows Doom is someone who punishes any little mistake, and he would want to avoid doing that.
Usually in the 8 minutes, we always see a goal from El Dorado. But funnily, the 10 minutes is approaching, and we have not seen any goal. Oh, what a save there by El Dorado. That would have been a close one. It could have changed the scoreline. Corner now. It's been taken shortly. It's a throw-in now for El Dorado. It's looking a bit too scattered, if you ask me. Both players are still trying to find their groove in this game. I mean, you honestly need to be very, very careful, because any mistake can hurt you deeply. Because these guys, they are known for always punishing you. There is Doom now with Yamin Yamal. Pacho up to the task. And here is Doom with Dembele looking for that in behind run in Machala. And yes, he has gotten it. Machala to get the first goal. Yes! I cannot believe that El Dorado has missed that chance. What a save there. It's actually a corner kick. Wow.
You could say both goalkeepers have stopped a goal from being scored in this game. On the other end, El Dorado's goalkeeper saving Doom's low-driven shot, and now that shot, I really don't know how the goalkeeper managed to save that. I envisioned that shot getting to the back of the net.
I literally thought that was in until I saw the corner kick. Wow.
It's 0-0, but you could see the tension. It's really exciting already. Attack upon attack from both players, and yes, the goals are going to come definitely sooner rather than later.
There's one thing about these guys. I know, yes, as good as they can attack, they are really, really good with their player movement and their keeper movements, and that has actually, kept this game the way it is at the moment. And here is Doom now. It's Llorente looking for space. Lamine Yamal couldn't find that lofted through pass there to the attacker. I mean, the defense of these two has been something to behold, honestly. Most especially those keeper saves. From the looks of things, I don't think my over 5.5 will work.
Like I said, both players are being extremely careful not to go behind first, because whoever goes behind first and now you're chasing the game, nobody wants to chase the game in this
Yeah,
situation.
true. You know, initially before this game started, I asked, "Are we sure we're not going to see the first draw in Rspl?" But hold on, El Dorado is attacking now with Machala, drags the ball back, sends it to Dembele. Ooh. Intercepted there. I mean, these two are doing a great job at cancelling each other's attack. Here is Doom now, finds Williams, Lamine Yamal. Wow. I mean, the attacks of these two are being nullified, but hold on. Here is Varaskelia. He drags the ball back, sends it to Vitinha. Vitinha could not find João Neves. It is end-to-end stuff here. Surprisingly, we have not seen a goal yet. This is unlike these two players. I mean, Doom usually is always 2 goals up by this time. El Dorado, same thing. 37 minutes in game time, and no one is yet to break the deadlock. I mean, Yamal found Fabian. Fabian dances around the box. Could not get his shot away. El Dorado taking his time with Desirado. He sends that pass to Varaskelia. Ah, yes! El Dorado has gotten the first goal. He has broken the deadlock.
Once again, the counter attack there, Doom having all the possession, but El Dorado 1-2 passes in the box, and this time around he managed to put it in the back of the net.
That was a very, very wonderful counter attack there from El Dorado.
That player seemed to track that run. I don't know how he was able to let go of that player and of Varaskelia in that position, and El Dorado was not going to miss the second time.
Well, can we see a goal before halftime as Doom is attacking? Lamine Yamal at the edge of the box. Cucurella to Fabian. To Cucurella again. Oh! Wonderful! There is 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. These two are killing it. Just look at that. Lamine Yamal was patient looking for that in-behind runner, and he found that in-behind runner. The decoy run of Oro was spotted also. Look at that. He was just patiently waiting. Cucurella found Fabian, sent it back, and Olmo just in the middle. I mean, how did you not tackle that?
And so in that situation, El Dorado was just hoping for the referee to blow for halftime, but Doom really needed that goal before the end of the first half, and he was able to get it. At least now he's into the second half and everything is leveled for him, so he doesn't really have a mountain to climb here.
Well, it is 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. Doom has replied El Dorado's goal just before halftime, and here is El Dorado again with Dembele. That attack has been caught out. Pedri for Doom, spotting the runs of Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal still with the ball, could not find Pedri. Oh, the ball has been given to Lamine Yamal again. Oyazabal looking to find Inaki Williams, cuts back, gives it to Pedri. And that attack has come to nothing. Can we see the counter attack now from El Dorado? No, he decides to slow it down. Varaskelia, ooh. That intercept there it came in handy for Doom. As Doom now is attacking with Pedri. Fabian to Pedri, to Fabian again. He sends it to Oyazabal. This lofted through pass. I don't know if they've nerfed it or something, but it's not just working for both players.
Yeah, Doom has been trying that lofted through pass a lot, and that's what actually gave him his first goal. And he keeps trying, but El Dorado has always found a way to try and stop it. He stopped it more times than Doom has had it successful. And currently, El Dorado seems to keep attacking. And like I said earlier, his defense, we saw 6 goals conceded, but he didn't tell the full story because he's been having the defensive masterclass so far in this particular fixture against Doom. he's managed to stop Doom from scoring a huge amount of goals by this time. But the only issue now is that he has his level on goals with Doom, and he really hopes to score. So his defensive masterclass doesn't just go to a waste.
But right about now, Dexter will be begging and praying for the game to end the way it is right now. We draw favors Dexter. 62 minutes in game time, and trust me, it has been a masterclass of defending, if you ask me, because these two, it's not as if they are not attacking, but I think they just brought on their defending game. And that has been really, really paramount for both players, because we have not seen, a lot of goals in this game. Just 2 goals, 1 goal apiece. Here is Doom now. Pedri trying to find Fabian. No, he was close mark there. And that defense of El Dorado was up to the task. Wow. Today I have not seen those diagonal passes from Doom.
Yeah, come to think of it, it's something he usually does, but for some reason he's not done it today. But you can understand he doesn't want to just give away the ball to someone like El Dorado, who is bound to capitalize on little mistakes.
Look at the way Doom was tracking that runs. I mean, we know El Dorado is very, very excellent in counter attacks, but the way he has been able to nullify them, I mean, tracking the runs of the wingers, the offside traps on points. I mean, I got to give it to Doom. He has been wonderful defending today. "73 minutes in game time, and ladies and gentlemen, this was not what we were expecting, but it's still an entertaining game all the same. I mean, I know everybody likes to see goals, but once in a while, I mean, see defending. Defending is also, part of the game. And we are seeing a masterclass here as these two have, oh my God, El Dorado, could not just be pinpoint with that attack. Williams one-on-one with the keeper. Doom has gotten the lead. Wow.
You could see that goal right from far away. Once I saw Williams making that run and Hakimi struggling to keep up the pace with him, I just knew that was ending up in the back of the net.
You could see he just turned defense into attack almost immediately. It took 3 passes for that ball to get into the post. I mean, that is counter-attack at its finest. You can see this is something El Dorado has been trying to do all day, but Doom has been tracking the runs of those wingers, making those counter-attacks by El Dorado look a little bit like nothing. I mean, and he just showed El Dorado how to counter-attack properly.
I know I predicted this having about 4 goals in this game, and so far we have 3. Maybe before the end of the 90 minutes, we could see another goal. It will either be for Doom or it could be for El Dorado. And El Dorado really wish he's the one who scores at least to tie this game and still keep him unbeaten.
86 minutes on the clock and time is running out for El Dorado to get at least a point in this game. Bacola sends it to Vitinha. Vitinha still in the box. Rigmalole, he's still dancing his way through, trying to find Bacola. Bacola's time. Wow! What a goal! What a goal by El Dorado! That is sensational. I mean, just look at that. He was very, very patient with that attack, and Vitinha did all the work. He just danced his way through, sent it to Bacola. Bacola saw Neves, a quick turn, and the ball is at the back of the net. It is 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are about to see our first draw in the Rspl. Yes. Dexter is the happiest amongst all pro players at the moment. I mean, this was wonderful. Trust me, these guys has kept us at the edge of our seats. I mean, this game had it all. It had it all. 2-2 fourth match between Doom and El Dorado has ended in a draw. I actually said it earlier. I mean, we could potentially see our first draw in the RSPL, and here we have it.
Yeah, I must give it to Dorado. They come to be able to make those passes in the box to get that second goal. I really thought he was going to take the shot up for the Vitinha at that point, but he was able to become in the box and still play that final pass in which I think Jao Neves was the one who got that goal in that situation. And yes, he'll be happy to come away with a draw against, especially against someone like Doom. And
Yeah.
so he could understand why he celebrated that way.
I mean, scoring at that particular time.
Scoring at that particular time to tie the game is just what he wanted. I'm sure he would have really loved to get the win, but a draw isn't as bad for him as it seems. Well, first versus second, as expected, I said 4 goals earlier, and exactly 4 goals were produced in this particular fixture. And this is the first draw we've had in RSPL, and you could understand because it's 2 really good players. Really exciting game. And well, we have one more game to go, and that game is Controller against Venom. Both players yet to win a game in the RSPL so far this season. Well, could we see, or could either player see their first win? Both players sitting comfy at the bottom of the table. I think 9th and 10th. Well, that could change real quick because that is the next game coming up on our screens. As you can see on your screen are the players stats, 9th and 10th, like I said earlier, both sitting comfortable in those positions. Venom having a 40% attack and Controller having a 30% attack. Come to think of it, the Controller we saw during the knockout stages, who happened to top his group, in which Doom and Machala, we are yet to see that Controller in the RSPL. Could he kickstart his RSPL campaign with a win on the 3rd match day? Well, we're about to find out. Well, before we go into the next match, we are going straight to Khan to interview the last 2 players who gave us our first draw in the RSPL, Doom and El Dorado.
And right now we have Doom and El Dorado. El Dorado visibly sweating because he was on the hot seat for a couple of minutes. And the fans are here as well. So, Dorado, you were really humble when before the game started. And how do you feel now having survived the Doom onslaught?
I knew he would be my toughest opponent, so I didn't want to say anything rash that would backfire me later. So I just kept my wife quiet, but he's very good.
Okay, so you kept the humility inside because you acknowledge how good he is.
Yes. Any other player, I will be loud, but him, so he's my senior player.
Okay, so that's respect from El Dorado to Doom. So Doom, you said you would embarrass him, but he drew the game. You drew the game, so you must really be disappointed now.
No, not disappointed. I think I would commend him. He's a very good defensive player, and I'll have to commend that. He played very well. He was still composed up until like the 83rd minute, and around the 86th, he got the comeback. It's a very hard thing to do against me, and he did it. So I respect him.
Mutual respect from both players, both of the top players in the league. But we have one man that seems to be running away with it now, Dexter. Dexter has gotten 3 wins out of 3, and the closest people to him could have been Doom and Doom and Dorado. But Dexter is dancing right now and all that. So the fans are here, and we have one man that is gunning for victory in his next game. I think you just won your previous game, and he's had 2 wins out of 4, and hopefully we would see him 2 wins out of 3. That's great. You lost the other game by a wide margin to El Dorado. El Dorado powered. Okay, guys, we'll be heading back to Iblas and Shark now for analysis. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you could hear from both players mutual respect in that situation. It was a really, really exciting game. But currently on your screen, on your left, we can see Venom, and on the right, we can see Controller. Both players yet to win a game. Both players yet to win a game in the Rspl this season. And back to the player stats. Venom, 6 goals scored, 11 goals conceded in 2 games, compared to Controller's 5 goals scored and 11 goals conceded in the same 2 games. Both players have not been up to standard, considering how well they played in the knockout stages leading to the Rspl. I'm sure they will want to kickstart, or they will want to get their first wins in this game. Would it be Venom or would it be Controller? Well, we're about to find out, because now the players are setting up their teams, and any moment from now we'll be going straight into the game. Well, we are straight into the game now, and attacking in left, from left to right on your screen in PS's blue colors is Venom, and attacking from right to left on your screen in PS's white colors is Controller. And as I speak to you now, Venom has taken the lead. He has gotten the first goal in the 3rd minute through Desire Due, and that's just exactly how he would have loved to start.
Controller didn't come with Controller, so I feel like I just hope everything goes well for him. Venom is bringing his A game to this match already, so let's see how the match goes, how it takes us.
Well, Venom took the game by the scruff of the neck in that situation. Getting the first goal early on in the game is something he would love, because now he leaves Controller in the dust and having to chase the game. And as I speak to you now, Vitinha is at the edge of the box. Venom still attacking. He doesn't seem to want to stop. And now he has João Neves in the box. Twisting and turning, finds Vitinha again with Ousmane Dembele now. Trickery in the box, and Fabian Ruiz intercepts there for Controller.
It seems Controller is hanging on for his day left, like with the match is going.
Well, considering that he's lost 2 games, he's trying to be a bit more careful so as not to lose the 3rd in a row, because he's someone who came into this Rspl with a lot of expectations. Everyone looking and calling him one of the favorites, but he's yet to show us why he's won. And yeah, but Dembele there was offside.
Oh, that was great play. Split open Venom defense, but it was just got offside.
Yeah, that was great play from Controller there. But now Venom is on the attack once again with Vitinha, and finds Ousmane Dembele, who has given Venom the 2nd goal in this game.
It seems Venom came with his symbiote today.
Is this the Venom we know? Because he seems to be running away with this, and we are still in the first half.
And I'm expecting a huge scoreline from Venom today against Controller. I hope Controller gets one on the score sheet though.
Well, Controller needs a goal, and he needs it quick, because now Venom is 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and that happened to be offside.
That was nice play from Venom, by the way.
Venom, a really, really attacking minded player, someone known for his constant attacking, doesn't seem to want to stop.
Venom is just holding on to the ball. keep time. I think he wants to score more. Yeah,
Well, Venom is 1-1 with the goalkeeper, but again, that is offside. 2 offside scares there for controller. Could have been easily 4 goals if the player just waited 1 second more.
at the skills that are coming out from controller. He's trying to build up to get one on the score sheet. Nice play. Oh, that was a nice interception from Venom.
Well, Venom defending well there. But on the other end, he's on the attack with Bradley Machala, and once again, he's offside.
Wow, it seems like back at Barcelona in real life, like with the offside traps, they always keep.
Yeah, the offside traps have kind of stopped Venom from increasing the scoreline in under 25 minutes. But here, as we speak, our controller was passing in the box there, and he's managed to get the ball back with Barasquela, who is 1-1 with the goalkeeper, and controller has gotten a goal back.
Oh no.
Could this be the start of something special for him? Because as things stand now, he is high on confidence.
That was a very nice play from controller. Very, very nice play.
That was nice play from controller. And talking about nice, Venom has scored a 3rd goal, which will be nice for him. A quick fire goal in response to controller's first. And that's just how he wants it.
Match is going. There are going to be a lot of goals. A lot
of goals, because we have 4 goals in 30 minutes already.
And it's just first half.
And it's just first half. That means both players would want to score more.
I think this might be the highest scoreline of today. Have there been any high scorelines?
I know we saw 6-3 to PJ, 9 goals. And considering we already have 4 in the first half, this could be one of the highest goal scoring games today. Well, for the first time, we haven't seen goals in about 10 minutes. But now controller is in the balls, and he tries to play the pass back there, but Venom's defense was there to intercept, and Venom has given away the ball once again. Controller tried to play a through ball there, and Venom playing around his box. Lucky for him there, he was able to come out unscattered. And now a patient build up from Venom with Bradley Machala, who fights Ousmane Dembele. He tries a long through pass to Desire Doué, and his shot is blocked there by William Pacho. And controller trying to play from the back now, and he finds Ousmane Dembele, who plays it back to Nuno Mendes. Vitinha has the ball and plays the ball forward to Nuno Mendes, who is down the flank. Controller trying to cut back, and once again William Pacho for Venom is there to stop that pass. It's been chaos over the past 10 minutes because both players seem to give away the ball easily. Controller in need of a goal sooner rather than later. And he's at the end of the box now with Ousmane Dembele. And controller has gotten one back. And he has reduced this game to a 1-goal deficit. Getting the goal just before the end of the first half is exactly what he would have wanted. And he has been able to do that. Well, we are into the second half. 3-2 to Venom. Controller still chasing the game, but now it looks more than likely for him to score because he's in the box now with Fabian Ruiz, and Ousmane Dembele gets the ball, trying to twist and turn, but Venom's compact defense sends him out of the box once again. And now he's still in the box, in or around the box, tries to force the ball there to Ousmane Dembele, but William Pacho for Venom intercepted that ball. Well, Venom trying to build something on the attack here with Barasquela. He plays the ball into Ousmane Dembele, and controller there to stop it once again. And now Venom, we could see him activating the offside trap there to try and catch controller's attackers out. Could have gone wrong there, but controller, one-on-one with the goalkeeper now. He tries to get past William Pacho in that situation. But Pacho happened to close his legs and stop that nutmeg. And as I speak to you now, Ousmane Dembele plays a through ball to Desire Doué in the box. And Venom twists and turns. And Dembele has added another goal for Venom. He looks on track to getting his first win in the RSPL. Venom unleashing the beast inside him. Getting one more goal. And it is 4-2. 4-2, and it doesn't seem like goals would stop being scored. Because controller needs more, and Venom would want to be sure to be in a safe space. He tries to leave the through ball there in between controller's defenders, but they happen to stop it, and controller plays a long through ball to Ousmane Dembele, who finds Desire Doué. And what a goal that is by controller. The extra pass there going in clutch for him, and Desire Doué has added one more for him. It is 4-3, end-to-end action from both players, and it is game on. Like I said, it is game on, because now Venom in the box trying to play a sneaky pass there, but it's intercepted. And as I speak to you now, controller has Baraskela on the ball, who plays it back to Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz back to Vitinha, and the final pass there doesn't come in contact with the expected player. And Venom turning defense to attack with Baraskela. Ball rolls past Ousmane Dembele, who was about to unleash the shot, but got clattered into there by controller's player. And like I said, it's end-to-end action, because now controller is at the box of Venom, tries to play a through ball there to João Neves, or Vitinha rather, and Baraskela has the ball, and controller has missed a golden opportunity to tie this game. He will rule that missed chance, because it was a perfect chance for him to get level back in this game. Well, he still has the ball, and he's still on the attack there. He has Ousmane Dembele now, and he would miss it. Oh, he does. He hits the post. Our controller has missed two golden opportunities in a matter of minutes. Now, this time around, he manages to get the goal, and it is 4-4. 8 goals scored, and it is just 60 minutes on the clock, or 70 minutes rather. Could this be the second draw we have today? Well, there's still enough time for both players to get one or two more goals. And controller there, he seems to be offside, and well, yes, he is offside. Venom has managed to throw away this game. I think he was leading this game about 2 goals earlier, but now he's leveled on goals with controller, and it's 4-4. Both players will be looking to see if they can get the win, because as I speak to you now, we are 79 minutes in game, and controller has scored for the first time in this game. Controller finally control for the first time in the RSPL. You could see the controller, you all know. 5-4. It was 4-2 at the point. He looked down and out, but he had the balls there, and now he has gone ahead. Controller would love this, because now he's about to get his first win in the RSPL so far. Venom looked like he was about to get the win, but no. Controller took control of the game. Somebody check his settings, because his controller is different. Well, Well, like I said, his controller is different because he has another one, and now it is definitely game over. This might just be the comeback of the day. Taking absolutely control of the game. Took it right from Venom's mouth. Venom tried to unleash the beast in him, but controller, being controller, was able to control him. And now we have about 5 minutes left in game time, and controller seems to be able to get his first win, but he doesn't seem to want to stop attacking because Ousmane Dembele plays the pass, and now Vitinha, he tries a creative run there with Bradley Bacola, and it's intercepted there. At this point, Venom would like to see if he can just get, would you see it, a consolation goal or something to inspire at least a draw. Well, his pass there is intercepted, but controller happens to give the ball back to Venom, and he's gotten it back, and well, the game is done. Controller in absolute control of this game. He has gotten his first win of the Rspl. And as for Venom, he is still searching. Now he sits at the bottom of the table. 0 wins out of 3. And that position looks so comfortable for him. You could see it on his face. It's not what he would have expected. Our controller now has finally signed his name in the Rspl attendance because he has gotten his first win. I'm talking about wins. We had 4 wins out of 4 wins out of the 5 games played today. The first game, Machala lost 2 goals to nil to Fonzi. Dexter besting Richie 4-1. PJ beating Chisco Fingers 6-3. Doom and Dorado, the only game in which there was a draw. And Venom versus Controller. Controller coming back and winning that game 6-4. Well, we've had really many exciting games here today. Starting from the first game, Machala against Fonzi. Fonzi absolutely dominating that game, giving Machala no chance to even score a goal. It was absolute dominance from Fonzi. Then moving to the next game, which was Dexter against Richie. Richie seemed to want to come back after a very humiliating defeat last time out against Doom. 8 goals to nil. But this time, Dexter was only able to score 4 of those 8, which you could class as an improvement on the part of Richie. Considered 8 last time out, and now just 4. Well, the third game was Chisco Fingers against PJ. And PJ coming out on top, dominating that game from start to finish. The 6-3 scoreline doesn't really tell the full story because anyone who happened to watch that game would know it was absolute dominance on the part of PJ. But well, we are about to move to Khan because he's yet to interview the last gamers.
Ladies and gentlemen, and we have come to the end of first match week of the first match day of week 2. Don't forget that this edition was brought to you by Game Aid, Nexel Gaming, the Bliss by Keke, and men and ball. We've had expert analysis by our guys Imzaz and Shak. There's been heartbreak, excitement. There's been disappointment. There's been a lot of happiness from each player, different players, and some disappointments, especially from my man Machala. So, guys, the biggest fishes in the pond, El Dorado and Doom, have had their game, and it was nothing short of exciting. But we have one man that has stood out today and has started the course for his comeback. Not you, Dexter. We are talking about Controller. Controller has won his Controller came back today.
But I know clocking.
PJ Controller came back today to record an impressive win, and we are very excited here in the studio. Guys, we're trying to close the stream today. So we are super excited in the studio today, the fans and players alike, and we will come your way again tomorrow, same time, same station. Chisco is disappointed, but Chisco, I hope, would pick up a win tomorrow. So, guys, this is it from us. My name is Khan, and we are leaving the 43 Esports.